Welcome back, dudes, boys, and girls, to game number 3. If you guys haven't watched game number 1 and 2 match analysis yet, then I suggest you to watch it first because a lot happened there, and this is the continuation of what happened in that first episode. So let's get it on. Right now, it's again TNC with first pick. Common trend right now in this series. First pick, 100% win rate. BREN got first pick in game number 2, and game number 1, it was TNC with the first pick, and now it's TNC again with the first pick, and they won the series. So this is the game where they won. Let's see, with the ban, still the same for TNC and for BREN. Technically, if you look at game number 1, same exact bans here. BREN did ban out the Joy here. And then they let go of the 1-1. Maybe they won't let go of the 1-1 anymore here. Yeah, they banned out the 1-1. TNC, I believe this is the Valentina in game number 1, so they should be going for the same thing. I don't know. Maybe they go for, with 1-1 banned out, you know what, if they want to set up for a Melissa pick again, they can go for the far stop. But I think banning the Valentina would be a good option. Yeah. Another Valentino ban. Should be Joy. I don't think they let the Joy go again. If they do let the Joy go again, they have to go for Melissa. But then the Claude can be picked up this time because TNC understands. They know it. They know they messed up in game number 2 with the drafts. They're going to fix it. For sure. Come on. Give me the Joy ban. Give me the Joy ban, buddy. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, Ducky. Come on, Coach Ducky. Come on, Coach Vrendini. Is it going to be? Is it? Let's see. Is it going to be the Joy ban? The suspense is killing me, man. What? It's a Lance ban. And the... Ooh, wow. What do they go for? Joy. Sure, it didn't work out in game number 2, but hey, if BREN go for Melissa again, you can go for Claude. This time you have a pretty good answer, technically, to the Melissa. Damn! Fanny. Okay, I don't know how good King Kong is on a Fanny, but it should be pretty good because they won the series. They go for Joy now. That's it. What do they want to go for? Kufra. Okay, instantly cancel. They want to really like shut the Fanny down.
Why not? Because if you didn't take it right now, then things would probably just snatch out again, even given the situation that he had the previous game. Yes, take one, right? Ban the rest. Yeah.
Solid pick so far from both teams. BREN. I like BREN's draft a bit better though, unlike the first 2 picks here.
Another way for you to engage in terms of the team fight and find the position just because you have a Kufra on your side.
I really love how the coaches dress though in PH. The coaches are like wearing suits and stuff. So cool, dude. I like the suits better. You know, the jerseys are cool, but for the coaches, I think the suits are a bit more classier, right? Maybe we'll see that trend follow through later on. Franco to counter to Joy. I like that. The Beatrix, though. Now it's an easy Melissa pick again, honestly. If I was BREN, it's another 2 birds with 1 stone kind of concept, right? The go away can get you out of the bloody hunt, technically. The bloody hunt needs to be like point blank. And the Beatrix in lane gets kind of countered by the Melissa, and Fanny gets countered by the Melissa too. So not only do you have a bouncing ball, but you'll have a go away from the Melissa too. I think Melissa pick would just be perfecto right here for BREN. I don't know. What do they go for though? I honestly feel like this is if I was a... Oh man, I hate the Brody pick so much against the Beatrix. I love the Brody, but not against the Beatrix. I don't know. Not a big fan of how they ended the drafts here. My opinion. The Melissa is so perfect here. Like, if the concern was the iron hook, Melissa's immobile, then it's kind of the same concern for the Brody. It's not like Brody is very mobile either, right? So, in lane as well, Melissa does better against a Beatrix. Way better than the Brody. The Brody doesn't do well against a Melissa. Against a Melissa and a Beatrix. Beatrix has so many weapons to beat the Brody. In team fights though, early on, that's where Brody really shines, right? So he just clears the wave and then rotates over to help neutral objective takes, to help team fights, and he puts some killing pressure down because with one single all in, once he's level 4, it should just be a kill. If Bren decides to gank him or if the Beatrix makes a mistake. So that's how the Brody can win. Then the Farsa and the Kadita comes out. I feel like if they went for the Melissa pick here, the Kadita wouldn't have been a concern. The Farsa just makes sense. Honestly, though, yeah, they can't really pick up the Farsa because the enemy team has a Fanny. But honestly, I think leaving the Farsa go and picking it up for themselves would have been an okay option. It's the Martis ban and the Hellkurt ban to Bren. Honestly, this game, not a bad. I don't know if Bren go for it. I don't know if they want to go for it though. I think the Fredgen is just the best option here for Bren too. If they want to go for the jungler, I really don't understand why Fredgen hasn't been picked at all. They go for the Makito, which does quite well. Remembering again, the Fanny has been nerfed in the last 2 patches because of the, well, not just the Fanny. Every assassin has been nerfed. Now the CC effects will cancel the dashes, and I think the Makito does pretty well there. It's also still a good flex pick. You don't know where the Joy and the Pakito are going. Should be Pakito jungle, Joy XP, but I honestly feel like when the Fanny is already up in the enemy team, the Fredgen does super well with the taunt and the knock-up. Don't think the Fredgen has much to say about that. Let's see what TNC go for now. Terizla against Joy and Lilia. Yeah, I really like the Lilia. Again, the Lilia. So yeah, I really like it. I really like the Lilia. You need to have like an independent mid laner who can clear waves really fast so that you can give the Franco a bit more space to play with around the map, right? So I like the Lilia pick. That's obvious. That's always going to be like a number one for wave control. And Bren, even if they pick up a Yve, if they pick up, I don't know, I honestly feel like right now the Yve is the only thing that's really viable. The Lilia would have been really good for Bren to pick up, but TNC already picked it up. Lunox would be okay, but it's going to be Joy mid here. Okay. I like the Grok pick, honestly. I don't hate the Grok pick. I like the Grok pick here. Can cancel out a lot of the, engages or the picks from TNC, especially with that Franco. Instant wild charge to cancel it out. The barrier does really help as well. But still, I think if they went for Melissa here, it would have been a GG. They would have been able to outdraft Ren. I mean, the TNC. I think even if they picked up something like a Fredgen, it would have been good too. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see game number 3, boys. Let's see if Bren can prove me wrong. Maybe they play like a really good game here and it ends up being like super good. Just TNC were better. Mid Joy. Yeah, that too. I haven't seen this since who picked Mid Joy? Forgot. Was it Cambodia? I think it was Cambodia. And ISF. That was the last time, I believe. Unless we saw it. Did we see Mid Joy and M4? I forgot, boys. Let me know in the comment section if we did see a Mid Joy. Maybe I just forgot. A lot of high and dries, dude. Holy shit. 3 high and dries. Okay. Okay. Albert played the Pakito jungle in Indo as well, and he went for a killing spree, not the high and dry. And with the damage buffs on the Pakito, I think the killing spree is pretty viable too. Not a bad pickup. Yeah, again, you see this? The Brody gets shoved in constantly because of the Bennett, and he gets poked in as well. More killing pressure for TNC very early on. More wave clear equals to invades, and TNC can constantly invade in an enemy jungle because mid and bottom lane are always going to be cleared out. Terizla as well, I believe, is still a winning lane against the Grok. So they have TNC have basically drafted themselves 3 winning lanes.
Y'all saw what the Master Assassin Emblem was doing there. Like he popped one, skill one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And then just what, half health. He definitely needed to pop the vengeance.
Yeah, and if it's a 1v1, if Super Marco decides to, like, you know, walk up, you always have the Renner to play very safe from the back. You go for Renner and oh, what the fuck?
Speaking of Master,
Jeez.
that's the Master of
That's a lot of damage, bro. Well played by Kyle TZ. Oh, okay. That's why you put him on an Assassin. That's why you don't put him on a Fredrin, right? Hey, top side too. Escalera getting dove on. Yo, Brenner popping off, my dudes. Well played. Easy neutral objective take. Maybe even a purple buff steal here. Kyle TZ didn't go for... Wow. This is not good at all for TNC.
if Escalera uses the black shoes because he still gets the
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh man.
Half minute he lost his purple.
That doesn't feel good, right? I mean, I feel like Kyle Teasy's got a little bit of a vendetta here. He's like, man, my first game was rough. Hey, now it's your turn, King Kong.
Ouch.
That hurts.
That really hurts, man. Steel like plates early on for both marksmen. Rapid boots for the Franco. Just getting more pressure on the map. And yeah, against the Brody, this is what you want to try to do, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, beautiful pick. Beautiful. Oh no, it's not enough. Wow, the Bennett Rage didn't do any damage there. Early game Bea. Gone were the days when you can one-shot people. And this should be a double. No, Innocent doesn't pop anything there. Ooh, Flicker. Wow, okay. Oh, Innocent is dead, I think. No, Pew doesn't have the... Wow, Innocent is walking for the gold buff. For the gold minion, I mean. Was it worth it for the gold minion? I think at this point, yeah, it was.
Minion waves.
I think it was now because they don't get any turret gold. Good rotations from Ben Things. If they were able to get third gold, I don't think it would have been worth it there.
Aggressive with
I think that in that particular position, it was worth it.
full potential.
Man, Kyle DZ is a lethal weapon. I have to say, this fucking
LTZ is very lethal, dude. Look at him.
fighter, any hero he spots.
Good dive, man. This should be another purple of steel. Like Ben Things is positioning himself in the mid lane this time, so I don't think LTZ want to go for it. Okay, good, very good cover by Jesus and Ben Things. I don't know. Every time I see Jesus, the name, I think of Hessa, the the gold laner.
Still 1,000 at this point and what, a couple levels worth?
Holy crap! Yeah, 1,000 gold lead ready for LTZ. 100 strike first item. Beautiful. First 2 neutral objectives going to BREN. I think even if the Fanny was doing well, neutral objectives should still favor Paquito in this kind of matchup.
Run Esports securing another turtle, another major objective without any contest whatsoever coming in from
Pandora with the Heptases.
also need to take care of their own. The punishment being given to King Kong as of this moment is really paying a lot for the side of TNC Pro Team because they want to have the Fanny in those pickoffs that they want to pursue because again they don't have enough damage as of the moment. Everything is boiling down on King Kong and his ability to go
Now you really are utilizing the Brody pick, right? They're going for sieges down below, but again, with the wave clear potential that Beatrix has, even if she's behind, she can always just use the Venice Rage to clear waves out really fast. And I think that's what she's been able to do. There's a pretty good gold lead for Brody, but if Beatrix continues to scale at this pace, I think it should be good. Like, he's gonna get that power spike very soon. Once the BOD gets built up, that is a power spike for Innocent. Again, Venice Rage popped in, clear wave, right? And here, it kind of forces them to use more resources. Sure, it's still 2 kills over the BREN, but it still is TNC able to defend that turret. And even though it's not completely worth it, it's still okay, right? Because TNC, I think their composition needed to be, needed to work in the early game with the Fanny and the Terizla, but it didn't. But it's fine. I think they adapted pretty alright, pretty well. And with the Lilia roaming bottom side again, they are keeping this turret from falling, and they're therefore forcing the laning phase to stay a bit longer. Remembering that Brody, the way that Brody can snowball entirely in the game and control the game is when the laning phase ends fast, right? Because Brody is a very sporadic type of gold laner. If he goes and clears, or if he gets a turret down, he's always going to be roaming lane swapping, getting more turrets down, sieging everything, and winning all these team fights for the team. That's how the Brody fits. But now it's TNC, we're actually saying, you know what? We'll go for a trade. We know that Super Mirko on this Brody wants to go for that kind of play, wants to keep on sieging, so we'll rotate up top. We'll give the Beatrix some more space. BREN have been putting so many resources of their resources down below. We want to give Innocent some time to farm, and they lane swap over. Because if Innocent stays bottom lane, it would have just been like Innocent bullied again. He wouldn't be able to do anything. So it's really smart. The lane swap from TNC here is very intelligent. A very good lane swap. And it works out in the end. Wow. Like, in terms of fights, I thought it was just going to buy them a little bit more time there for the Beatrix, but again, this is something that I think BREN underestimated a bit. Ben thinks his pickoff potential is still there, right? He walked up a bit too much here, knowing, well, not, maybe underestimating a bit, because even though there's 4,000 gold ahead, Pandora has used the ultimate earlier, and Ogwin was last seen bottom lane. He just recalled. This is a very good pickup by Ben Things, reading out the situation perfectly, and guess who the kill goes to? Probably the worst member. Like, if it goes to Fanny there, I would actually say it's not that bad, right? Because the Fanny has fallen off in the early game already, and even if he gets some kills going, he's still going to be very much behind. Innocent, however, with the mid-game power spike, is going to be really strong. So the kill going there, and the fact that they lane swap to give them a bit more pressure, and the fact that even here, King Kong is kind of letting go of the turtle. He still got it in the end, somehow. But they are really trying to funnel. They're really trying to use the pressure that they have, not to win these team fights, not to go for neutral objectives, but to get Innocent to a point where he can carry the game. And I think it's beautiful. The adaptations being made by TNC mid-game here is really smart. The lane swap and the fact that they lane swapped 3 lanes, technically. Lilia bottom, Beatrix top, Tigreal mid. Because they know that Brody is going to be in the bottom lane. And the only one who can really stop that Brody from getting a 1v1 solo or getting the turret is someone who can have proper wave clear, and that's the Lilia. Very good usage of the Lilia. Very smart way to actually approach this game when they're behind, because the first winning condition was just not possible, right? The early game snowball with King Kong getting shut down so early, with his purple buffs getting cleared out so early, they had to adapt, and I think that their adaptation here is so brilliant. It's so smart. I really don't understand how TNC are a bottom tier team. Like, if this is a bottom tier team in Philippines, this is a scary. This region is so fucking scary. What the like, dude? Oh man, these mid game adaptations are spectacular. Look, again, they're not able to siege, and it stops the Brody. The reason BREN haven't gotten the mid-game power spike that they wanted to is because of this lane swap. It's so fucking beautiful. They can, technically, if they really want to stop the Brody, they can also just, let Innocent stay in that lane, but they want Innocent to scale. They know that BREN have been constantly throwing resources down below, so they not only give someone who can clear waves fast, the Lilia, but also has proper sustain. She can pop the black shoes whenever she's in any sort of pressure, right? And again, Innocent gets so much room, and look at how they're playing. They're just funneling over to Innocent. They're funneling him over, giving him farm, giving him kills. Innocent is going to be the win condition now. King Kong, he's just a distraction. The main win condition is Escalera and Innocent. They're but mostly Innocent in these team fights.
Careful. Man, I love what Hess was done here. You see how he survived that engagement in mid? Oh, King Kong! Alright.
Oh my god!
Oh! I thought he was fine too.
So far.
What?
Well played, Super Mirko. And also well played by BREN. They tried to double down on that turret down below for so long, but noticing, you know what? There's no way we outclear the Lilia. Let's just move the Brody anyways. The laning phase down below is over, right? Even though the turret's not dead, it's over. We just need to move. And again, look at how disciplined TNC are taking it. Right? They're not playing. They're fine. Look at Innocent. Just watch Innocent here. Every single time. They're just baiting. They're peeling. What are they doing? They're peeling for Innocent. In the end, that kill didn't go to Innocent, but they're just peeling. They're playing it like Jesus not flickering. He's not going for aggressive penalty zones. He will penalty zone if BREN engage too far in, and they're playing to cover Innocent. Last hits, trying to give it all to Innocent. Top lane getting pushed in. Throw Innocent up there. Get him farm. And the gold lead is still pretty far for TNC, right? It's still Brody having so much, but
Prolific roar, and also
the Brody will fall off. It's just a matter of time.
IF Super Mirko, which really plays a lot.
Finally, they get bottom lane, but in the 10-minute mark, that's like the timing is already kind of off, right? BREN wanted to end the laning phase ASAP.
Everything and putting it up.
And here again, notice how they're playing. The only ones who are getting caught off in the last few like fights after Beatrix's lane swap has been the frontliners, right? Has been everyone except for Innocent. Innocent just needs to survive, just needs to play in the back, and they will cover for him. This can work for TNC, but they're gonna have to really like wait for the late game. This is what you should do as well in your games, guys. Okay, if you have a solid marksman insurance for late game, you didn't draft that late game insurance for nothing. You drafted that late game insurance for exactly what it says: late game insurance. Play towards the late game if your early game fails. Optimally, you want to end the game as fast as possible, but if it doesn't work, and if you still want to win, if you don't want to troll, like me in my ranked games, wait for your power spike, okay? Because those power spikes hit in a different time.
But that is also one thing coming in from PNC. Knowing
I want to see the items now.
that King Kong is actually missing those purple objectives right from the start of the fight and still have those inhibitors intact. In fact, you still have those inner turrets on your side, which means there are still a lot of good things coming from the rest of the members of Phoenix Army. But one thing that they have to take control of is simply how to get few, because 4-1 and 4 is this joy with an extra vengeance. He doesn't
I think this is probably like the
goes for the black shoe.
most we've learned from a game, or the most I've been able to analyze in a game in Season 11 for MPL PH, because there's just so much going on in this game. Like how BREN can win with their Brody pick, with the like ending the laning phase, and TNC's adaptation to BREN's adaptation to play the Brody once they know that the bottom lane has been completely taken off the board for that early phase because Lilia is just constantly there. To Marco still with proper respect, but look at Ben things. Super smart rotation here. Super smart rotation. He doesn't go for it because that's a dead man. That's a dead man. Oh my god, it's not a dead man. What the fuck? Dude, Few is a god. Pops the vengeance before he gets fucked. He actually walks into that knowing that Calteezy is there. So, hey, mastermind Few. And TNC just got baited out. The damage still not enough from Innocent. So, just like that risky play. But I give them props for that risky play. They had to make something happen. They really had to make something happen there. It didn't work out as they wanted it to, but that was because Kyle Teasy was there, positioned well, and Few was absolutely brilliant. He just walks in. If you guys notice in that fight, Few just walked. He popped the vengeance and he walked in. He's like, "Yo, eat me. Come. I am just a bait for Mr. Kyle in the back."
Another purple objective that he hands at the beast.
And the purple gets stolen. Now it gets really tough. Now I'm really curious to see what TNC do, because this, in many games, should be the end. Okay, maybe not the end. TNC have a lot of high ground to play with. They have the wave clear from Beatrix and Lilia, but if BREN goes for... If they can get a proper engage with the Grok or the Kufra, it's going to be crazy. If you... Okay, this is something that I'm so frustrated with every time I pick a Brody. Okay, guys? If you want to pick a Brody, this is for all you ranked players. Alright, guys? Because I've been on the back of this for so long. Every time I pick a Brody, I pick it into a winning matchup. But then my team doesn't play around my gold lane. And then I just get stuck in laning phase for way too long. And I'm unable to make the Brody work. And then I just get... I just fall off. Right? If you have a Brody on your team, in a winning matchup, if he's in a losing matchup, and then sure, okay, whatever. Let him do his thing. Let him die. But if he's in a winning matchup, please play for the Brody. Okay? The Brody's fucking useless if he stays in lane. You need to get him out of there. I swear, I've been tilted so many times playing the Brody. I get solo kills, but I can't do anything because the enemy team just continues to, do what TNC are doing here. This is something that I face in my ranked games. And I think a lot of Brodies have faced in ranked games. Maybe you play Brody, you're thinking, dude, why do I pop off in certain games and why do I just do nothing in certain games? This is why, guys, okay? Your team needs to play for your winning matchup. That's what the Brody's for. Brody's so good, especially when he snowballs. Look at the goal lead they have here. But how did TNC win? They really had to. I really like the Lilia pick now. And I think that's what TNC kind of foresaw, is the way they're able to play in the late game really well. And again, itemization, nothing too special from both the carries here. Fury Hammer should be Hunter Strike here, and this is probably going to be Wind of Nature or Immortality. I would say just Immortality, because the Joy is also some... You know what? No, I don't think... Vengeance and Blade Armor. No, not even the Hawk's Claws can help you there. Good read by Innocent and Ben Things there. Ooh, would have been so bad for them. Now, what TNC should do, completely just turtle. And that's what they're doing. They're just turtling in their base, farming up, waiting for a moment at this point. They've hit their power spikes. It's just they cannot... See, BREN's draft is very engage heavy. They are proactive, right? TNC need to react to that kind of proactivity and that engage, and they need to pull back in these fights. They cannot take a full-on team fight. If BREN goes for an all-in and TNC gets caught in that all-in, it's over. It's done. TNC need to somehow prolong the game, prolong the team fights, because in a prolonged team fight, when the big ultimates have been popped in, that's where Innocent goes for the pop. See, like this. Prolonged team fights, a lot of abilities, a lot of resources used in already, and then they win. Boom, beautiful. Beautiful. It all started with Ben Things. So it wasn't them waiting for an engage. It was Ben Things forcing the engage because of a hook. Well played by Ben Things, dude. Well played. That hook saved them the game. Because if BREN continued to play that way, in a suffocate, like if they are continually suffocating TNC, freezing the waves and slow pushing into TNC when the Lord spawns, that would have been GG. BREN would have gone the enhanced Lord and they would have another chance to end the game. Ben Things saved the game. Right there, dude. Right there, dude. The Valley, dude. They're no longer a team. It's the Ohio brothers and BTK now. Oh my god, that's so well played, dude. So well played. Yeah, it could drastically change. The fact that BREN weren't able to take more than one base turret means that TNC will only need to micromanage one lane, right? So Hunter Strike built up already there. What do they go for now for the Bea? Solid Steel leg plays, go for Immortality. I feel like that's the best way to go. Again, look at Ben Things. Always. He's forcing the engage. He's forcing the engage. This is good. Look at who's free hitting in the back. Every time they're forced to engage, every time the TNC can properly react to these fights, boom. There's nothing that BREN... Oh! What a hook, Ben Things! We got another contender for best Franco. This is a very calculative Franco. Not a flashy Franco. Oh, Ben Things! Well played, Ben. And well played, TNC as a whole. But mainly Ben.
We call Franco a walking winning condition. Because tides may turn around once that iron hooks land on the best possible hero, which is actually the Joy.
At the worst time, you're right. Literally, you can miss 99% of the hooks you throw, but the one that actually hits when it matters could win you the game.
And in addition to that, Few went full on magic damage mode. Like he built up that blood wings, which has that one blood wing. So at some point, you would expect that he would have an immense amount of damage to potentially finish TNC off once and for all. But now it seems like they have some other plans in mind. They have similar plans though. So BREN Esports would just...
Yeah, you know, it doesn't get them the game instantly, but it's still like they slowed BREN down really hard. Like the momentum that BREN had, the 10,000 gold lead is gone. And remember, the longer this plays out, the more Brody falls off. Brody is going to have less and less and less of an impact in the game. Meanwhile, Beatrix, boom, 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 leveling up, scaling every single time. King Kong with the BOD.
how he completed that BOD.
I bet a lot of what BREN Esports is considering now is where the hell Hesu is. Like, they can no longer
Where's the
just
Riz
say,
guy?
yeah, they can no longer just say, okay, we'll engage.
Low game, but again, look at what King Kong is doing. He's more of the he's just the utility at this point. Not with CC, but as the split pusher. He's the one who deals with the other side of the map. So getting the purple buff for him here is so important, but also not using the retribution is very important for him. He needs to constantly be micromanaging that bottom wave, but TNC needs to be 100% certain that BREN aren't on the Lord if he wants to split push down below.
But that Iron Hope capability is what would potentially win TNC the team fight. Then try and
I want to see the wave management here from King Kong. He clears that wave. It doesn't clear the entire wave, I believe. He did clear the entire wave.
Yeah, they can no longer just say,
Yeah, he did. Okay, I just need to check how he like. I wanted to see like how they manage these waves.
rage and revenge combos landing onto a lot of the members of TNC.
I don't know if he actually like built a slow push there or something, but unfortunately, I don't think a slow push would have worked anyways because it's a super minion wave. It's a wave with a base turret taken down.
Division, right? He's holding on to this penalty zone. Lord gonna be half health here. Few sitting in the mid lane, could clear that, put the pressure there. Escalera holding it down as well. Both teams waiting for the right moment.
Oh, Ben! Dude, he's so fucking good!
As they
I'm sorry for swearing, guys. Holy crap, that was so good.
TNC has the
Oh my god, what a pickoff, dude.
handle the wave at 5.
Give him the MVP already. I don't care if he wins or loses. Give him the MVP. I know he wins, but give him the MVP. That's it. They can commit onto it. And again, King Kong is clearing the wave bottom, not to a point. He didn't shove it. He didn't completely shove it. He just cleared it so there's no split push potential for some time because another winning wave will spawn in, right? So, hey, well played. The way they handled that too. Now, even if the Brody goes bot, it's not gonna be enough to split push.
Here, looking for him. Mark gonna be able to find Ben.
Not that, yeah, he can't go for it instantly. Look, because the wave is already so thin. Look, it's only one cannon minion and they can respond to it. Well played, well played, well played. They don't get the Lord. It's a good cancel by BREN. It's a good forced error by BREN.
He's all by himself. Immortality
But remember that mobility is gonna come real. Oh wow, Ben things.
comes through.
Few buys the winner a bit too late, and that is a free Lord, dude. Oh my god.
He does it. Secures the Lord for TNC.
Just beautiful, beautiful. The way they cleared the bottom lane too, King Kong, props to him, man. He cleared it. He didn't waste a single, like he didn't waste time at all. He cleared bot to a point where it should stay there because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it stays there. I'll tell you why it's like kind of it's still split pushable. It's not like it's not going to be there's obviously the Brody can still split push that wave. But let's see it, okay? Here. He clears that part of the wave and he leaves this knowing that the mini waves will be spawning in the 10th second, right? So it's going to be stuck here and there's going to be another whole wave to help him. So again, it's going to be two waves versus that wave, and this wave can be pushing in. And if the Brody wants to split push, he's going to have to wait for this wave, technically. He does clear it out in the end, but the Fanny is able to react in time because it's already held down here.
Mark gonna be able to find Ben things. They don't.
Because if King Kong stayed in that bottom lane a bit longer, then BREN would have been able to force the issue again and completely reset the Lord. So they baited out the Lord take. They baited out a lot of the engaged tools from BREN, like here. And they also, hold off the split push. So a lot of resources have been used up. And remember what I said earlier. BREN, their composition relies on all ins. If they utilize their damage, their resources, their engage tools to go in already here, that's on cooldown, TNC can punish. And this is the punish that you see. Innocent waiting, knowing when to strike, and also the team, right? No ultimates. They don't need to care. Pandora has no wild charge. With that guy down, it's over. This is a free. And I just want to give massive props to Innocent too, because look what he's doing. He's always staying out of the fray in case. No, actually, never mind. I thought it was just like staying out of vision, just in case BREN want to pull off a cheeky split push. But the Lilia is already there, so they already thought of that as well. So Innocent comes back in, and yeah, it's just really well played by TNC.
Expect that TNC would just falter ahead and just surrender the Lord to the rest of the members of BREN because They already saw Super Marco onto the bot side.
Yeah, a lesser team would have scattered. A lesser team would have
Yep.
been rattled by the fact that, oh, they might contest back. Kyle TZ's coming on. Oh no, Super Marco might take our base.
I would do that.
Yeah, I would too. I would have just said, let's just go home. But no, that was one of the biggest game.
That was one of the best, like,
game ban. Like,
that is so good. Like, it was such a good combination of plays together, and TNC made it work so well.
Right, so when he lands that hook, that's already that buff damage that his team's gonna do. Look, we're shifting, by the way. They're at 43%. Now BREN on the defense, they lose their inhibitor turret top side. They're gonna make quick work out of the Lord, though. Let's see if TNCs can get another inhibitor down.
Oh!
Gonna land on
Menace Rage.
a few by the time in the backside. He goes. The focus
Beautiful, beautiful Athena. He didn't buy the immortality. He bought the Athena, or maybe he bought. I didn't see. I think he bought just the Athena there because he doesn't have immortality here. He didn't sell shoes as well. That means so beautiful buy. Again, the only one who can really dive in this particular situation is Few, and he respects that. Well played.
one trade for
GG. Hesu as well. He's buying so much time for Innocent.
Escalera is huge. The damage comes out, and he finds the double. Kyle TZ falls.
Escalera is massive, man. Okay, so he has Wind of Nature. There you go. So he sold boots, Wind of Nature, and Athena. Soul Seal leg plates. That's what he got.
They end the streak. They're on top of it. Owen,
Y-
trying to buy time.
Well played, dude. Oh my god.
Seeing a massive upset ends the streak for BREN and takes the series 2-1.
TNC!
The underdogs, bro.
TNC have ended the streak!
Well played, TNC. Well played, TNC.
Than ever. They burned.
So good. Wow. Wow. This was so good to analyze. It's a really good match. So good. It's been a while since I've said this.
Talk to me nice.
A very good match to analyze, man. It's been a long time since I got like a. There's so much to analyze, so much to read. High level MLBB, and surprisingly enough, it came from number 8. Wow. GG. Well played, man. That was fun. That was really fun. Hope you guys. Leo's face, dude. Oh my lord. He's so shocked. Leo! Oh my god, he's just so bamboozled, bro. He's like, what just happened? I would have the same reaction.
Disabled.
Well played. That was such a good moment.
Miserable earth.
Hey, man. Yeah, and the fact is, the way they won wasn't just like they had a bad early game, a very bad start to the game, but the adaptations they made in the game, slowly but surely. Oh, wow. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, ladies and gentlemen, the match analysis / reaction. If you guys agree with my opinions here, if you have a different opinions or how they approach the game, or if I missed anything in the game, please do let me know in the comment section down below, because again, number 8 versus number 1, it should be just a 2-0 clean sweep and a lot of people's expectations, but an MPL PH is a bit different, right? And number 8 can be so good suddenly out of nowhere. Wow, man. Wow. Just GG. Well played. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you guys want more of this content, because I'll be uploading a whole lot of this content. Expect a Sarcast tomorrow to be uploaded too. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Goodbye.